today is not so much about Johnny as it is the controller for Johnny. Had a little mishap. This guy right here, I sat on it and busted this antenna. So we're going to replace it today. Start off with taking up the battery, just so we don't actually turn it on. And take these covers off here on the sides. Probably don't need to take them off, but get them out of the way. And then we'll take out the screws. Chairs only where butts go, not your remote. Because my butt went there, and as soon as I felt it, I stood up, but it was too late. Done damaged it. Alright, so I've never taken one of these apart. So I'm guessing that is not, that there's more screws under here somewhere. Oh, actually, that is coming up, so let's put that back. This is coming apart here, it looks like. Yeah, look at that. This may not be all that hard after all. Sweet. I can pull that back through because I didn't mean to pull that out. Easy enough though, just like that. Okay. Now we've got to get this antenna off here, which it looks like there's some screws here. First we'll pop the RF connector. Pop this RF connector off here. I think I might have some stuff under to keep it from coming loose. It should just pop off though. Yeah, there he goes. I'm going to use a screwdriver so that I can get in there with. There we go. Yeah, that's coming off just fine. There we go. This is definitely better than the, I remember how this goes back on. So it goes on like that, okay. It's better than the Frsky, I think it's the something 8, I can't remember the model number. The one I had before this. Because when you took that thing apart, man, a lot of these buttons and stuff would fall all over the place. These are at least all retained. So that's nice. Or it's a lot easier to work with than its predecessor. Oh, it was the Frsky 9X or 9 something maybe. That's what it was. I don't know. It was one of those. Okay, so looking at this should just come out, but of course I glued this in. So let's look at this one and see what we're in for. Probably end up having to clean the glue out. Okay, so those just slide out. I'm assuming. Oh. Well, that's interesting. I thought that, oh, these just come out. Oh, that's sweet. Okay, those just sit in there. Alright, cool. That makes life easier then. So we can actually set this out of the way for the minute. That's nice. I'm starting to think that's bent, but maybe not. Alright, so now, this normally would just slide out, but as I mentioned before, I glued it. So we're gonna have to probably dig it out of here. I hot glued it knowing that I was going to be repairing it, so I didn't want to gum it all up. Still though, it's going to fight coming out of here. Yeah, see. Should be able to peel a lot of this off now though. Clean it up. Get this out. I would suggest just waiting to get another one as opposed to gluing it. I would definitely suggest that. Now I've got to figure out how to get this out of here without breaking this back. Okay, so I think what we'll do, let me peel away some of this glue here. Kind of hoping that might go that way, but it doesn't want to go either way. It's just really stuck in there because of the stupid glue I put. Yeah, that's what it is. To get it to break loose. Yep, don't glue it, folks. Not a good idea. So now it's making my life a lot harder to get this out. Glue apparently seeped down in there. I wonder if I'm going to have to heat it up to get it out. Tell you what we're going to do. Probably going to get a pair of pliers here and give it a good... Oh, here we go. Look at that. Alright, we got that one out. Okay, I'm going to clean that up after I get this one out. It's always a nice sound. It's coming. It's being difficult, but it's coming. I had to cut that coax. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Yeah, we got her out, but that coax doesn't have to get cut because it's not going to pull through. Well, oh, it remedied itself. All right, there we go. So that's not horrible. Give that a good clean up here. A razor blade knife. Clean up the ends of this here real quick. Yeah, some jackwag went and glued all this. I don't know who that idiot was. What a moron. Yeah, it'll be alright. We'll get her. We'll definitely get her. Back to mine, I already have it. Looks pretty good, actually. Doesn't look too terrible. I mean, this new one's gonna cover most of this up, but I think what I'm trying to do is try to remove the rest of that. I got something I can do that with. Plastic black stick. That way it doesn't damage the, because it's plastic on plastic, so in theory it won't damage the paint or the plastic case. Just help remove the residue. What I might do, use some alcohol to try to clean it up. I mean, it really don't look that bad. Let's try taking this and putting it in there and see what it looks like. See if it'll go through okay. Yeah, that's not bad. Oh yeah, look at that. It don't look bad at all. Hardly can even tell it had any glue in there. So, that looks pretty good. So what we can do now, What I should have done is I should have popped this first and then taken those off. Live and learn. So now I can put these back on while it's sitting outside of the remote. Oh, these are different sizes, aren't they? This longer one goes in the bottom. So it looks like. Okay, put it back together. I think what we'll do, I guess the first thing we'll do is push this back down on there. Make sure you get a really good connection. Hopefully I want to clean the glue out from around this. Yeah, get this thing lined up exactly where I need it before I push down on it, because if I don't, it can damage it. Like almost did there. Oh, come on. You're not seating. Tell that for a fact. Probably there's a stupid glue being around it. May have to clean that away. Or whatever this stuff is they're using. Like yellow residue. Sort of like a, not, almost like a hot glue, but it's not. What they use on that. I think I got enough of it away that'll allow this to sit on there now. I really don't like these little RF connectors. They're so brittle. I get why they use them. They're small, easy to manufacture. This unit with. Try to damage it. No, everything looks fine. Just have to get it over it. Alright. Come on. I know it's hard for you to see. Here we go. We got it though. Oh, well, I thought I had it. Gosh dang. Get on there. There we go. It's on there now. Okay, that's on there now. So, it's really hard to see, but it's on there flush. It's doesn't sometimes feel like it's on there, but it's on there. Okay, so what we'll do with these, we'll get these set back into place. I'm assuming these are going to go in like so. I don't know if they'll actually slide down in here or what. I thought they were attached to the top, they just happen to stick to the top. I'm make sure I get these the right way though, or it won't work right. Oh, okay, that's how they go. Okay. So they just slide down in here. It's a channel. So that's actually really nice because you can take this top off other than this and get clearance on most of this. I'm going to take this cover off this time. I put this back because I got this piece here. I want to make sure it gets back up in here right. Yeah, it got bent up a little bit when I took it off, it looks like, but it's not the end of the world. Bend it back flat. See, it's nice and flat now. This is all nice on there, real snug. The screws back. Mr. Battery back. This cover back. Fire it up. And we'll do a test, make sure the signal looks good. Fired it up. As you can see here, we got full bars on both 900 and 2.4 gig. We've got all the readings we need there. So everything is good to go. Right, Johnny?
Hi.
So let me put these covers back on. This one goes on this side. Somehow I cracked that one. Probably glue it. It's alright though. These are easily replaceable. Worst case scenario. It's hard to do this one-handed. Alright. So, I think it's good to go.